2 weeks of keto done. Whoop whoop. We're on our way, guys. Yeah, it's been 2 full weeks. I figured I would give you guys an update on how it's been going so far and what I've been doing. Before I get into the results, I kind of want to explain what the heck is keto. Because some of you might not know, and I didn't know the first time around when I was watching Tony do it. I was like, how can you eat bacon every single day and lose fat? It didn't make sense. So I did my own research, and I encourage you guys to do your own research too. Because I'm not a dietitian, I'm not an expert. Don't listen to me, okay? I'm just telling you what I've been doing and what I know. So keto is short for ketogenic. And right now, your body relies on sugar as a main source of energy, right? Glucose comes from carbs. So what the keto diet does is it forces your body to use a different type of fuel. So instead of using carbs, it's going to rely on ketones, which the liver produces from stored fat. So by dropping your carbs and raising your saturated fats, you're going to create ketones in your body. And when you have a number of ketones, that puts you into ketosis, which is when you are burning fat. You are a fat burning machine. So in order to tell if you're in ketosis, if you're in that fat burning stage, you have to measure your level of ketones. And you would do this the same way you would measure your blood sugar levels. So one way would be with a finger prick through a blood sample. So they sell those little machines, you prick it and test it. You can test the ketones through your breath with a breathalyzer. And the third way, which I have been doing, is by using the urine test strips. So these are the keto test strips that we've been using. We got them at Vitamin World. We originally got these ones, Rely On, from Walmart. They were like $10. These were about the same price. But Tony, when he used these, he said it wasn't really as accurate. Every time you took a sample, it would be like between two colors, and it was really hard to determine where he was on the scale. So we tried these ones, and he thinks they're a lot better. So basically what it is it's little strips. You just take one. I don't know if you can see it on the end there, that little square. You dip it in your sample, and then that little square is going to change colors. And all you do is compare it to the chart on the side of the bottle. If it's all the way down here in this very light color, you are negative. You're not in ketosis. You're not burning anything. You're just wasting your time. If you are way up here in this dark one, that's too high, way too high. That means it's going to make your blood too acidic, which you need to be careful of if you're diabetic, because if you're diabetic and your ketones are that high, it's going to push you into diabetic ketoacidosis, which is bad. So you kind of want to be somewhere in the middle here in this sweet spot. This is obviously not going to be as exact as a blood sample, but if you want to invest in the little machines to do the finger pricks, by all means do that. But this is just a kind of a quickest and cheapest way to do it and test it every couple days to see if you need to modify your diet at all. If you're too low on the scale, you need to up your fats. And if it's too high, you need to eat some carbs to help bring it down a little bit. So yes, keto is about eating bacon every single day, but there is some science behind it and can be a little tricky. So definitely do your research if you want to start keto. So now that we all know the basics of keto, let's jump into the results. I weighed myself this morning and took these pictures. So let's see what the results are for the 2 weeks. I just want to make a quick correction. The first weigh-in video that I did when I was saying what was each of the things on the scale telling me, I said the first one with the circles was bone. I don't know what I was thinking. It's not bone. That's body fat. So I'm surprised nobody corrected me on that one. But yeah, so that first one on the scale with the circles is your body fat. My starting weight was 225.8, and 2 weeks later it's down to 219.4, which is about right. The first week or so on keto, you're hardly going to lose any weight, so don't expect a big jump in the numbers. It takes about a week for your body to switch over from using carbs to fats. So there's not going to be much change the first week. So to be down 6.4 pounds in the second week, I'm not mad at that. My BMI went from 36.7 down to 35.7, so down 1. Body fat went from 38.9% down to 37.8%, so that's down 1.1. Muscle mass 20.7 went up to 21.5, that's up 0.8. Water 27.5% up to 28.6%, so that's up 1.1 as well. And then the kcal went from 2,771 down to 2,728. So my BMI and my body fat percentages went down, the water and muscle went up, and then the kcals went down. And again, not a lot of big movement in those numbers, but they're headed in the right direction. And according to these numbers, body fat percentage is 37.8. For me, it's still very high, so I need to keep working on getting that down. Hopefully it will. And water 28.6%. I could probably, those are really low. I should be probably doubling that number in terms of water intake every day. kcal 2728, that went down 43 calories. So, and kcal, what that is the amount of calories that your body needs to just sustain itself every day, just doing normal activities, not exercising or whatever, but just your normal keeping you alive. So it's going down, so I'm needing less amount of calories to function, so that's good. So keto is definitely not a quick fix. If you're looking for something quick, this ain't it. Like, it takes time. The first week, you're not going to do anything. Your body's got to switch over. After that, it's going to be a little bit every week. And I remember on like day 3, I was sitting there thinking, this isn't going to work. I'm just going to put on more weight. Oh my God, that's not even changing at all. And on day 3, I was already saying those things to myself. Why do we do that? Why do we sabotage ourselves on day 3? You just gotta have patience, trust the process, and you just gotta roll with it and go. So I didn't put on all this weight overnight, and it's not gonna come off overnight. It's gonna take time. They say you're supposed to experience a keto flu during like the first week or so over the transition process. I don't think I really experienced it that much. I did have like a pounding headache for a couple days, and I just felt like exhausted. I don't know if that was keto flu or if I was just overworking myself because I was working a ton of hours and not getting much sleep. So it could go either way, but I don't think it's really flu-like symptoms. It's not as bad as flu, so I don't know why it's called keto flu, but some people they feel ill, I guess. I didn't really have that. I had a little headache a couple days, but not too bad. So in terms of the food, you guys saw all the meals that I ate that first week. The second week, nothing was really new. We switched up the fish a couple times. Instead of salmon, we had swordfish. We threw in some new veggies. Instead of broccoli, we had Brussels sprouts one day. We adding in more different berries. Besides strawberries, we did blackberries. So just little minor changes, but still basically eating the same food, still eating eggs and bacon and a lot of cheese every day. I will say all the meals have been good so far. I've been enjoying them all. I was really surprised at how hungry I still am all the time because these are filling meals, but I don't know, I'm just hungry all the time still. And for me, that's not good because I'm a foodie in general, but I'm also a snacker. Like, when those munchies hit, I'm picking, I want some snacks. And so for me to be hungry, that's not good because then I gotta like control myself. Since there's a lot of cheese and butter and oil in a lot of these meals, some of them tend to be pretty greasy, and I have to like fight the urge to blot. My normal instinct when I see all that kind of grease and stuff would be get a napkin and blot it, and then now it's like I can't do that. I have to eat it. I have to eat it. Sometimes your mouth feels like it's coated in grease, and it's like, but you just gotta, I don't know, like I'm used to eating turkey bacon and going from that to regular like full fat bacon. It's like resist the urge to blot because I'm supposed to be eating it. I need that for the diet. So that's been a little difficult for me, is getting used to that. I do miss carbs. Things like having a hamburger bun on the hamburger or croutons on my salad. One of my favorite things about salad is the croutons. I can't have any. It's carbs. Um, but overall, I don't miss them too much. But little things like that, I'm like, wish I had some. I will say though, using the lettuce as wraps for lunches and stuff, it does give it a very satisfying crunch, and I'm okay with using lettuce as a wrap. Another thing I miss is alcohol. I'm a big drinker, if you know me. So to maybe go from drinking every day to having one glass of wine with dinner a couple times a week, it's like, I want some. But I know I gotta just do what's best for me, so gotta cut back on the booze. Well, other than that, that's all I kind of really wanted to update you guys on. Some of you were asking me why I'm doing this, if I had an ideal body image in mind. I do. I think everyone has an ideal body image they'd like to be. But really, overall, I just needed to get healthy internally. Like I said, I'm a big drinker, I'm a big foodie, and that indulging on things all the time, it takes its toll. And after a while, I just started to feel unhealthy inside. So I just it's just time to get on track and get my act together. So no one is making me feel overweight. No one's making me feel bad. No one's making me feel like I need to do this. I don't care what anyone on the internet says about me. Um, nothing negative going on here. It's just for my own benefits. So no worries. I do have an ideal body type. I do want to be slimmer and more fit, but nothing drastic. A lot of you who are worried about me losing my curves. Oh my god. Don't. You guys are making me blush. Stop it. I'm not gonna lose my curves. I'm always gonna be a thick girl, but I just need to tone and tighten up a little bit, bring it in. So I know I was nervous to post those pictures and stuff, and I know you guys, most of you always say the nicest things to me and make me feel great, but I was still nervous to post them, and I don't know. Thank you guys for all of your support. It really means a lot to me to have viewers that are watching me that actually care about me. It means the world to me to have you guys standing behind me. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for coming along with me on this keto journey. It's not over yet. It's going to be a while. So yeah, stay tuned. Stick with me. If any of you guys are doing keto and you have any helpful suggestions or hints for me, please let me know. I'd be happy to try some new things. And yeah, that's it, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next vlog.